Hi everyone, welcome to Dave's Bonsai. On today's episode, I've made a mess for myself, and now I have to clean it up. Welcome everyone to the backyard of Dave's Bonsai, where this is the first day of summer break and I keep on working. Earlier this morning we tried out a live stream to see how it worked. Thanks everybody for hanging out and checking that out to make sure that it worked. I recorded it and it's up on the website now. So YouTube is working so far on my end. But also, guess what came today? Yeah, all the trees for the Minnesota Bonsai Society workshop, as I mentioned earlier today in the show. So just moments ago, I finished rearranging all the trees over by the benches to make sure that all these trees fit. So normally I have my wide angle lens on, but today I don't for some reason. And these barely fit without the wide angle lens. So from right down there to all the way over there, back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, we have about 80 trees. We have 80, we have 20, we have 84 trees. Oh my gosh, 84 trees ready for the workshops at the end of July. And so we have a couple varieties, as we always do. We usually provide one variety for one workshop, the next for the next, and the third for the third. And this year, I got a combination because not everybody wants the beautiful S-curve, the traditional S-curve, tiger bark ficus. Maybe they want more of an upright, or they can slant it a little bit either way they want to, or they can create their own curve at their own pace. So we have curved tiger bark ficuses, and then we have the straight up tiger bark ficuses. Green Island ficuses. So this one could be a twin trunk. It's got 2 trunks already on it. You could take one trunk off. You can see if it'll split when you get down in there and see. So this is the Green Island ficus. Now the Green Island ficus has a little bit larger leaves on there, but after we bonsai it for a few years, the leaf size should go down a little bit. Of course, you could defoliate this and get the second flush to be a little bit smaller. And as it gets bigger and bigger, the leaves will work out in time better than they are right out of the gate. And so we have some Green Island ficus. And last but not least, we have a new variety to me. I'm not familiar with this one, so this is gonna be exciting. It's called the Rusty Fig. And so the Rusty Fig has similar leaf structure to the Green Island. And actually right now they look a little bit bigger than the Green Island. So that's always a bummer with bonsai trees to have bigger leaves. But again, in time, bonsai-fying this fig into a bonsai pot in years of growth, defoliation, cut and pruning the roots, pruning the tips, getting ramification, we'll be able to reduce the leaf size. But what's really cool about these trees is I'm really impressed with the Nabaris. They got a very thick trunk for 3 to 5 year old tree and some nice texture on the bark of these rusty figs. We're gonna keep them watered, keep the critters away, and they'll be ready for the workshops. But now because these are all here, it's still a little bit cluttered over there. The forest I wanna work on is sitting right there on the old ash log. I gotta move this tree, the boxwood, and the big one. I gotta find a spot for those first before we can do anything else. I think I found some temporary locations for the other plants, but now I have to get rid of these 3 because I think the Minnesota forest's new home will have to be right here next to the bog larch forest. We've made some room, so I need some wood to put under here. We can raise it up off the ground just a little bit. Let's go look in the garage for my scrap pieces. I think that'll work out just fine. Had a couple of 4x4s rather left over in the garage. They're both at about 3 foot in length, and it has a little room to spare. Move it down this way a little bit so we can walk through here if we need to. So here we have Minnesota forest number 2. We have all our poplars in the front. We have our Alberta spruces in the back, and we have the black spruces from the bogs in northern Minnesota in the back right. And we've got 1 to 2 inch growth on the black spruce this year. That's the most growth it's ever seen. So this is year 3, And every tree is alive and every tree is pushing out growth. It's fantastic. So this is my late spring, early summer here prune to just kind of get this back into a little bit of a more semblance of some balance with the forest. And then, yeah, we'll just let it shoot out some more growth for the coming year. Incidentally, I don't know if you can tell from just by looking at it from your angle right now, but there looks to be a couple of weeds down here. But lo and behold, these are not weeds, these are suckers from the trees. So again, your poplar tree, like a birch tree, shoot up a lot of suckers. This could be a natural, really thick forest in no time with small young trees and the big mother tree. And oh, what a fun forest this will be down the road if we keep getting new growth. This right here is a huge piece of growth from this bottom one down here. We're gonna cut it down just a little bit right there. We'll cut it to a leaf that's facing to the right and left and not coming out here. So this is connected to this guy right here. It's a twin trunk. And then this one right here, we're just gonna bring it down to size a little bit here, and then back here it's gonna be shaded out, so we'll cut that one a little bit shorter. Now there's a tree back in here. We'll get to that one in a sec. Let's cut this one just a little bit shorter. And look at how tall this one grew back here. Super nice. Now, the cut point is up here. There's no growth until that. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make that look like a nicer cut here. The tree shot up to the right. But then we're gonna cut it down to size a little bit so it's not quite so tall. All right, so we have this forest coming here. Now if you'll notice back here, we have this big nice tree back in here and it's underneath this pine tree. So right now, I'm gonna cut this pine tree, I'm gonna cut it out further out here, not quite to the end. And we'll make that just kind of a dead branch gin. And this guy can kind of come lean out this way more in time. We can put this rock here more and get this guy to lean so it's coming more this way. And we'll go ahead and we'll shorten this guy here, shorten this guy here. The back one we'll get rid of completely here a little bit, or a little bit lower. And we'll just, whoops, we'll just cut that one a little bit there. I just missed the tip of my scissors there. There we go. So now this one's shorter, this is shorter, and this is shorter. Now, this pine tree also has a big branch right here. We're also gonna cut it like that, and then we'll break it off down below, and we're gonna even cut this one too, down to where there's a little bud down there. So now these trees are the real tall pine trees that grow real tall, and when you go up north and you're heading up north on the roads, you see these trees that have no branches for like 50 to 60 feet up in the air. And then above that, they just have a little bit of the pine trees up top. It's kind of what I'm looking for this black forest, this black spruce trees to kind of fill for this forest is gonna be up and tall, and we'll make them a little bit narrower and a little bit more almost conical at the tips. But right now they're more old growth look, and we'll leave that for the moment. This branch is coming from way down here and it's super strong, but we're gonna cut this one back big time here to there and see if it'll back bud down lower. Look at this big one, it took off, just super took off, but there's another branch in there that goes more straight up. But we're just gonna, again, we're just gonna shorten this. We're gonna shorten this, we're gonna shorten this, and there's the top of that tree. We'll let this one grow. And look at this one from the back. You can't even see that tree except for down here through the forest, right in here. There you go, the sun's shining on it. We're gonna cut that one off too, right about there. All right. So those are all about the same size and they taper off a little bit here. This guy's a little bit long, let's kid him, so it's a little bit of a taper of a forest. Now this one's split into two right here, which is kind of funky. We're gonna go ahead and get the thickness out of there and we're gonna go back down to leaves and we'll hope that those will take off. And this one I can shorten up a little bit, and this guy right here up front I'll shorten up as well, just a little bit. And then at the end here, this one has kind of a double split here. We're just gonna shorten it a little bit here and a little bit up front. That's all I'm gonna do right now. So we have the forest kind of looking like this with the quake and aspen. We've got the cuttings down here, or the suckers rather, and we'll let those shoot up. Now, we're gonna leave those alone for right now. I'm not gonna prune those. These will continue to grow, put out another bit of growth this year. And then I'm not sure in the summer if I'll defoliate this or not. They're growing super healthy, so we're just gonna let it keep going and see where it ends up here for mid to late summer. And we'll give it a prune for sure in the fall. After the leaves fall, we'll give it a structural prune so we can see where all the branches are. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Super quick, relatively easy. The forest is cleaned up and looking rather nice. Love this big major tree right there, super nice and full. And now this guy. So again, we cut here, here, and down here to get these more broken branches. And when they're more dead, I'll take a pliers and I'll crack them off, and we'll have little points on there. And then we're going to shorten some of these branches that are shooting way up here towards us. There's a couple of buds back deeper in there, so we'll cut that there and there. We'll get this guy a little bit shorter here. We'll cut this one off there and right there. Some of this length out over this tree we don't want because it'll cover these poplars a little bit too much. And this one grew really long. We'll cut that one back. And look at this guy right out here, super thick going up tall, but there's a whole bunch of small back buds in here. So we're gonna cut this thick one off right there. We're gonna get that tip off. And look at, any of these can grow up to big and tall. And so here's one right here. Let's cut this back right there. And we'll let this one grow up or this one grow up. There we go. Oop, I cut that one off by accident. But we got all kinds of little new growth up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see which ones get strong, and we'll use those for the main tree. Okay. So we're getting a little girth off of this, so it's not quite so in our face up front. We want a little bit almost of a conical shape, but not really. This is a forest of trees that have been growing up for a long, long time. This big one back here, I think we can get rid of that rock now. Had a lean on there that was just a little bit too much, I think. And this rock will still support this back tree right there. But there we go. Yeah, this one was leaning too much into this guy. All right. I think we still can go back one more there. We can cut that guy off there. So now this one's a little bit, it's got another apex over here. Cut a branch back here. This guy's the new apex over here. This splits into 3 over here, so let's get rid of this one. Downward facing branch here. There we go. So one of these two will take off, probably this one right here. As a matter of fact, we'll cut that right there, and we'll see where that grows. Okay. And this one's getting a little long back here and a little long back here, and this one really is scraggly. We don't need that. So we'll let that continue to grow tall. This one right here has another branch growing up too, and then this one back here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna vote to keep the back side. So we're gonna cut this guy off right in the front here. There we go. There we go. Now this tree has this big branch up here. And it's got all of this up here for the tip of the tree. Whatever we decide to keep as the tip of this tree, we can decide later. And there's just so much growth on here. So nice to see it so healthy. And there's a couple in the back that are scraggly. And I want a little conical shape, so I'm going to shorten down some of these branches back over here. But I think I'm going to leave that there for now and let this continue to show some growth over the year. See what happens. And we'll trim up that whole tree a little bit later. The back tree I'm leaving alone. This tree right here, we're just going to get rid of a little length here. These two are almost crisscrossing each other. Got a big branch over here we'll cut off. You can't see these back here. So behind this one, we'll just get that a little shorter. And now back here, there's a lot of back buds right here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 new sets of growth right there. Now this is getting a little heavy to the right, so let's cut this big one off right there. This can be the new leader, or that can be the new leader, which means we can cut this one off as well. There we go. Thin that out, thin that out. Get rid of that strong tip. All right. So we have kind of that old growth feel to it, but with a little bit of chance for some tips to grow a little bit bigger on this tree in the future. Just nice to see it so healthy. The branch that's crossing back there, way long and in the back, way long and in the back. New growth, so we can cut the old growth off. All right. So I think we're done with forest number 2. We've got our poplars growing like crazy. We've got some suckers down below. We kind of made this kind of a, that dome shape kind of apical region of the forest per se, with a little peak up here and a little bit less on the edges as the sun comes up over here and all the growth here, and then it's down over here. These guys stayed the same. So these will grow up, fill up a little bit more, and these we brought up a little bit in height. We took off some of the lower branches and trimmed up all that heavy growth up on top to promote some of the bottom branches, or the mid-level branches here, from just kind of filling out a little bit more. It's kind of a cross between old forest and just a little bit of conical shape on a couple of these, but I'm not worried about that too much. I just wanted to thin it out a little bit, and then we'll see how it pushes out growth next year, because there was plenty of back budding on these branches that I know we can get more back budding. As a matter of fact, this is way down in an old branch, and right there is on the old trunk. So this one can back bud if we give it a lot of fertilizer, and we should be in good shape. So there is forest number 2 all cleaned up in its new home in front of the PSGF. We'll see how it does here over the course of the rest of this year. Fantastic. About an hour ago, my wife asked, "Have you sat down at all today?" And I did. I had a physical therapy appointment, and I sat down for 5 to 10 minutes in the waiting room. And then when I was with him working on some physical therapy stuff, been working on my shoulders. I had a couple of shoulder things going on after working on that ash tree, and an injury maybe from a year ago that healed, but then it kind of got, I don't know what's going on. We don't think it's a rotator cuff or anything, so we're just working on some muscles and trying to stretch a few things out. And now I'm sitting again. Hey, that's gonna wrap it up. Minnesota forest number 2 is cleaned up nicely. I'm happy with its new home. We'll keep it here in front of the PSGF. Got the 2 monster forests there in front of that. And we made room for all the new trees for the Minnesota Bonsai Society workshops coming up at the end of July. So I get to be their caretaker for about a good 4 to 5 weeks here. And yeah, we'll keep them alive and strong and healthy. Whew. Okay, maybe I should slow down now and enjoy the rest of my first day off from work. Well, if you all know me, that's not gonna happen. Hey, take care of you, take care of your bonsai, and you know I'm gonna catch you very, very soon.